fashion outfit, this is what I decided that I'm gonna sell. Do you like statues?
Yep. It's really hot.
Hot? Like hot, right? Like sexy hot?
Like sexy hot.
Thank you. Coming to Amazon soon. This is this place that we're checking out. So this is this place that we're checking out. Yeah, kids. Yeah. Hello. Two people? But we were looking around. Can we see that area too?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, let's see. Fish pond.
Oh, yeah.
They're so big. Oh, this whole area in the back. This is so pretty. Is this like a hotel thing? I mean, there's so many work areas back here. This is like endless co-working space. You just sit here and work all day. Doesn't open. Let's check out this. Testing. Let's see. Area that I found. It's like you go upstairs. You go up the stairs all the way up, all the way up. I don't know what's in there, but in here is a whole studio. There's a couch. It's a studio with a bathroom. Okay, so this is really cool. I mean, this place is like a haven for anyone that wants to sell anything. You could have I won't say what Andrew would do in here, but Andrew can have.
You could sell in Pardes.
Well, I can't help it.
Is this a house or is this like? Yeah, I think this is supposed to be a guest house.
But that's a couch. I think they have it ready as a studio. Like maybe it was built as a guest house, yeah? It's actually gorgeous. I would love to live in a studio like this. Babe, how gorgeous is this? Like to just live up here? Yeah, and that's the AC, but they have it hidden behind that thing. 2 of those ACs. This to rent. This is really actually beautiful. Yeah, it's overlooking rice fields. You can have yoga sessions in here. You can have martial arts. You can use it as like a place to. It's a really nice shower. It comes with this girl right here. Yeah, I like this place. I would totally live here. Maybe this is another unit. Oh, yes. It is. Babe, there's another unit. Look at that. Look at how beautiful this is. Yeah, this is a whole other unit, and there's couches. Oh, they're building it into something. This is so nice. You could have a projector This is so gorgeous. I feel like we just uncovered a bunch of secret guest homes. And they're still building it, the shower. Ooh, that. Okay, that's the shower. So then it's this. I guess this would be like a jacuzzi. Yeah, this would be a jacuzzi. That's the shower. This is so nice. So I guess these are like individual units, like villas. And this is a closet. Wow. This is a big closet. This is actually a really nice. These are villas. I thought it was like yoga studios, but they're actually villas that we have accidentally discovered in this right behind Rolling Stone. Maybe we'll live here. Who knows? It's like there's so much construction happening everywhere we go. There's so much construction and there's so much, I don't know. So this is a lemongrass ice latte. Have you ever heard of a lemongrass ice latte? It's coffee and lemon. Really good, actually. It's actually really good, babe.
Yeah?
Yeah, this is Andrew's drink. There's Andrew. Babe, do you want to try my iced latte? Here. I'm just gonna try my drink. It's good?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I never thought lemon could taste so good. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's very tasty.
And your chocolate looks amazing. Would you live in Bali forever?
I'll live wherever you live forever.
Good answer. Really excited because we finally found a climbing gym here in Ubud. How does it feel?
I feel, it feels good. I feel excited. It's been so long since we climbed.
Yeah, it's been almost a...
to climb, right?
Yeah.
Like,
We were so sick.
it feels good just to be in the same room as this stuff. So
And we had the whole room to ourselves so we can just play loud.
we could. We
Play
should
loud
bring
music.
the speakers
Yeah, we should have. We should have brought the speakers.
next time.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'm reading a book called The Alchemist by Paul Coelho, and it starts off by talking about the story of Narcissus, which is like this boy who would stand in front of a lake every day and stare at his beautiful reflection in the mirror, in the reflection of the lake. And it's like a tragedy where he falls, basically he is so enamored with his own beauty by staring in the lake every day that he falls into the lake and he drowns. And then at the same place where he drowned in the lake, a flower grows. And it's said, the legend goes that the lake cries, like every anniversary of his death, the lake cries, weeps for Narcissus. And someone asked the lake, like, why are you crying for Narcissus? Like, are you mourning his death because he was such a beautiful boy? Because he's always standing there to look at his own beauty? And the lake said, no, I'm crying because every day that Narcissus, the lake was like, oh, I didn't even notice that he was beautiful. I just cried because every day that he came to stare at me, I would see my beauty reflected in his eyes. I would see how beautiful I am reflected in his eyes, which is like a really interesting story for me. So. This is where they make the like rocks for climbing. And there's roosters in there. There's roosters in here.
Yeah, they just look like really outfits to me.
Yeah.
I like that one over the shoulder one. But
over the shoulder. Yeah, that one. That looks cool. I like that. Finally, a quiet and cool coffee shop. Nice air conditioned. Nice art. Just got a bunch of vitamins. I'm gonna go home, have some dinner, and then go swimming. Alright, so I'm about to make some dinner. It's going to be pasta bolognese. Fill this up. I'm gonna boil some water. So we're gonna have some pasta bolognese, spaghetti with gluten-free fettuccine, because I like to stick to not just gluten-free, but I try to stick to stuff that's like corn-based, just because I get more energy and fewer calories out of it. Just the kind of energy, I don't know, everyone's bodies are different, but for me, corn has always been just given me more energy. I know for some people they don't like corn because it makes them fat, but for me it actually works with my body. So gonna boil this and talk to you guys. Putting some oil, some salt, and yeah, today has been kind of like a sleepy day. I had 2 coffees and I still feel very sleepy. And it's gonna be like this the rest of the day. It's not gonna be a very like productive, like hustling day. That's for sure. So gonna boil this, and then I'm gonna throw in the spaghetti, and then I'm gonna take this pan right here. I'm going to I'm wearing a bathing suit because we're going swimming, so it kind of looks awkward. It's kind of small on me. I'm gonna throw in just meat, mushrooms. I don't know if I should throw in corn, if that's gonna be too much. We have baby corn. Nah, I'm not gonna do the corn. Meat, mushrooms, and that's it. Meat, mushrooms. Oh, and tomatoes. We got tomatoes, so actually I'm gonna chop up tomatoes. And tomato sauce and cheese. Lots of cheese. Yeah, a huge thing of cheese. Plus 2 types, Parmesan and mozzarella. That's it. And butter. But a lot of cheese. Yeah, I love this place in some ways, but in other ways it's really hard to deal with. Like, it's hard to deal with the wildlife, you know. The wildlife is a little bit intense. It's like we just got home, and right while I was walking in, a huge lizard was pooping right by the bed. Like, it could have fallen on the bed. And huge poops, and it's really not safe. It's not safe for humans. The poops are toxic. So, like a huge, giant lizard poop. And it's hard to constantly, and then also like here, like this kitchen is outdoors, and a lot of bugs and stuff get in all the food and all the everything, so it's just hard to maintain, and the fridge is having issues. But it's good for now. So lot of people, like friends, family, stuff like that, have been asking, well, you have said the things that you don't like, you know, about Bali. You've said the things that you like about Bali. You know, things that I don't like, you know, more expensive than you would expect in some regards. Somebody's always trying to sell you something. Lots of mosquitoes, wildlife in places, in random places, lots of noise. At night, it's hard to find a quiet place from all the animals, and traffic is just crazy, you know, fear of motorbike accidents. And the healthcare system not being so developed. You know, oops. In certain ways, it's not good, but then in certain ways, it's great. And then there's things that I like, which is certain things are really cheap and certain things are really accessible. Certain health things are really easy and accessible and cheap. And like, it's very calm and relaxing environment in a lot of ways. And so there's like these two, you know, I've got my list of pros and cons about Bali, just like every place we've been to, pros and cons. Just, ouch. Throwing spaghetti in there. Oh, needs more water. Let's see. Gonna wash this. So there's tons of okay. I'm gonna keep mixing it, because if you don't keep mixing it, it's gonna get stuck together, and it's not gonna be good. It'll get stuck together. So I'm gonna keep mixing it. And then while I keep mixing it, I also need to, like, real quick chop up these vegetables. So what is the verdict? Am I gonna stay? Do I want to stay in Bali long term? Or are we going to leave to the next destination? Another thing that's hard is the heat, not having AC, a lot of things. So I think the verdict for now is going to be that we're probably going to stay here for a really long time, because the things that we get out of being here outweighs the things that that are an issue. Like, all the things that are an issue are, like, sort of fixable, you know? I mean, it works. Like, it's not a place where it's like we have to leave, we're getting kicked out because of the visa situation, or we have to leave because, like, we're sick, or, like, you know, most of the situations that we've been in where we had to leave, it wasn't like, oh, we just don't like it. It was like it just was not working. Like, we literally had to leave. It wasn't, like, really a choice. But here, it really is working. Despite all the stuff, you know, or regardless of all the stuff that are, like, discomforts, they're just not great enough discomfort to push us out. Like, it's still working for us. We're still able to be here. It's not like bad enough. Nothing is bad enough that it forced us to leave. Whereas in other places that we've been in, that's not been the case. Things have gotten bad enough that we had to leave. we were priced out in the States. Or honestly, even if we're like, oh, don't get stuck together, don't get stuck. Don't get stuck together. Okay, it's already stuck together. Already stuck. Stuck together. I'm gonna have to unstuck this. Okay, not so bad. Ugh. Need like a stronger fork for this to unstuck these pieces right here. Okay. All right. So I'm just cutting the vegetables so that when it's ready, I can just throw it in the pan. Like when I take this out, I can keep mixing it and focus on keeping this unstuck while throwing the rest of the stuff in the pan, in a different pan. So for me, like the pros of Bali really outweigh the cons. And even like the things that were annoying when we first got here because we were like just not used to it, like everybody trying to sell us something. That kind of like when you start to realize that you could be doing that too, and like it becomes a plus rather than a minus, it's actually really nice. It's nice to be in a place where people are entrepreneurial and very okay with doing stuff. Like there's so many things that all of a sudden I feel like I'm able to do just because I'm in Bali. Because the mindset here, like I'm just surrounded by influences where, like I knew I could do it before, but it's just the influences here are so accommodating to self-development, fulfilling your dreams, starting a business, like all these things that I didn't really feel like. Hold on. Okay. This is ready faster than I expected. So now I'm gonna put this to the side. Stick this on top. And throw in some butter in the pan. Keep mixing this. I really don't like what I'm wearing right now, but it's my bathing suit that I was gonna wear to swimming, so I just was too lazy to take it off. Okay. All right, gonna throw in some butter. And going to take the meat. Throw it in there. Take some salt, pepper, throw it in meat. want garlic powder. Garlic powder. Yeah, lots of garlic powder. What else? Got some, what is this? Oregano, basil, and I'm gonna wash this from, okay. Take this. So the verdict is, I think we're going to be here for a while because let me just bring you right here so that you're watching me. Hopefully you don't fall inside of the food that is being cooked. So the verdict is, I think we're going to be here for a while because we both are just, it's working. The comforts are much bigger than the discomforts, and like, you know, getting massages regularly, having access to just coconut every single day, like just the healing stuff, a lot of outdoors activities, and then also the environment piece. Things are just slower than they are back in the States or in most cities. The spaghetti. So being around so many people that are like doing the same exact thing, that are like looking for the same things, that are wanting freedom, wanting to be sovereign, that believe and know that it's possible, you know, don't think that you're crazy and like woo, you know. Alright. That are really into their health, that don't think it's over the top to want to have like good health. That are just very validating of the things that I want in life because they're also after it. So I think for me that's a plus. And also just very nomadic, multilingual culture, very powerful, you know, that whole thing, just an excellent vibe. Alright. Hope I'm doing this well. Okay, gonna throw in tomatoes. This is what we got. Oops. A bug was on me. Okay, gonna throw in these tomatoes. So yeah, there it is. And I think over time, we're just going to keep finding ways to optimize the situation. You know, an office where it's easier to work is quieter, less stimulation. Like, both of us are having issues with being overstimulated. Okay, this is still good. Put in tomato sauce. That's what we got. Tomato sauce. keep cooking it, mixing it in. Gonna get it ready for the pasta and then cheese. I love gnocchi mushrooms because they're kind of like spaghetti. So when you mix it in with spaghetti, it's hard to tell the difference between the gnocchi mushroom and the spaghetti. Spaghetti is a little bit overcooked. It's always harder to work with like gluten-free spaghetti. It's just always going to be harder to work with gluten-free. Maybe some more spices. Looks so good. Looks so good. I'm throwing some like cheese. It's gonna be so delicious. Like cheese. Gonna put the butter back in the fridge. Yeah, I'm gonna put in some more oregano, I think. Maybe some more basil. So good. And like a lot of the reasons why we left, like leaving the States or whatever, it's not really going to be relevant, like being priced out of the market. But I just feel like psychologically it's hard for me to feel look at all this cheese. It's just hard for me to feel confident in the States to do a lot of the things I want to do here. And it's like, really, I've always had the power and the tools to be and do whatever I want, and I know that, but it's just hard to be confident in a place where you just felt powerless for so long. Like, if I went back to the States and tried to continue this journey, I don't know that I would be able to psychologically keep the same momentum. You know, it's hard enough as it is when you're just sick and recovering and you're resting all the time. You know, I don't know that it would have been so practical or probable that I would be able to keep this going and like, anyway, this looks so good. I'm so excited. I'm trying to decide if I should, yeah, this is good for now. I was gonna think of like adding olives or adding salami, you know, but no, this is good for now. Gonna keep it at this for now. And maybe throw in some Parmesan. Yeah. Bon appetit. this is the done deal. It looks really messy and crazy and gross because, oh, it's spilling out of the plate. Spilling out of the plate. Babe, do you want to take this one because it's overflowing? And maybe I'll be able to help finish it faster. And I still need to pour Parmesan over it, which I didn't get a chance to. I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Okay, here's the Parmesan. So this is morning. It's like, oof. It's like been, I think, maybe 2 days since I filmed. I think I filmed like 2 days ago. But I just wanted to give you guys an update and share some news. There's people laughing. So, Andrew and I have decided to move again. We are moving next month, and we're going to move outside into the country, outside of Ubud. So we actually don't even live right now in the center of Ubud. We're like right on the edge. There's the center of Ubud is very noisy and crowded and like a lot of traffic. I'm so distracted. It's really hard for me to filter out noise, by the way. Like, you guys, if anyone struggles with vagal nerve related stuff, like if you struggle with vertigo, and I don't have vertigo, but it comes from the same place. If you struggle with vertigo or autism or asthma, allergies, like a lot of these vagus nerve related stuff. So like loud noises are deafening, but even little noises, it just becomes overload because there's like these nerves, these muscles that are connected to, it's like there's these nerves and muscles. There's like a stupidus muscle, and if you're scientific, you'll know way better than me if you have a science background. The stupidus muscle and the tympanus, I don't even know what it's called, but it's basically these like muscles, set of muscles and nerves that connect to your vagus nerve, that whenever this nerve is struggling, those nerves are going to struggle too. And those are the muscles that are responsible for filtering out noises so that you can just focus on like what you're focusing on, or like the voice of whoever's talking to you. So when you can't filter out noises, it can be deafening. It can like really overload your system, and the rest of your body is like, it's like somebody standing in front of you and like blasting a huge boombox in your ears, and you just can't function. You get sick. You literally can't function. So that's what's happening with us, is that we are not able to function. And I've been awake for hours after trying to sleep because the roosters, the chickens, the birds, I mean, they're awesome. Like, they're so cute. And so again, like, we're like on the edge of Ubud. We're not even in Ubud. You know what I mean? So we don't even have to deal with like the crazy motor noises from the street, but it's still loud. It's still overwhelming. So we're moving in a month. We're moving to a place that has a closed room, and it's out in the countryside. So only when you're outside you have to deal with noises. Hopefully when you're inside, and it has air conditioning. Besides the noises, like, there's so many discomforts, like mold, like a lot of mold. Right now I'm getting bitten by a ton of mosquitoes, but I'm putting up with it because I want to film this and sit outside and film this. But like, it's really uncomfortable just when you're just overloaded with senses that are really uncomfortable. Like, I'm getting bitten like crazy right now, even inside, because there's just no barrier to the outside. So there's just animals poop constantly. I don't feel like this is our stuff. These are our bathing suits, like all of these are completely damaged. Bathing suits, stuff like clothes, like towels. I mean, I'm just leaving stuff there because, you know, just in case it gets better. But like this stuff, it doesn't dry. You put it outside, it doesn't dry because there's no, I mean, it's just moist. The air is moist, so it doesn't dry, and it becomes moldy. Even the stuff in the shelf that's on the shelf, it becomes moldy. Everything smells like mold, and it's gross. You don't want to put it on. It stinks. And then on top of that, if it doesn't get moldy, there's just so many animals that come inside. There's no barrier with the outside. The windows don't even close. And the thing is, a lot of the stuff, it's not windows. It's like, I don't know how to say it. It's like holes that go to outside. I'll show you. So like, you see that like that. I don't know how to explain it, but it's basically like a window hole. And there's this too. There's no in this kitchen right here. Kind of a window. It's like to let in sunlight, which is really good. Sunlight's been really good for us. Good for our mood. But like, it doesn't keep any animals out. And then also, there's just no cleanliness at all. Like, the bathroom stinks like whoever used it before us. Like, no matter how much it gets cleaned, it just smells like pee. Like old pee. Like, it doesn't feel like a bathroom. It feels like a outhouse in like a village, you know? It just, it's hard. It's hard to want to get up in the morning and put on clothes. I have makeup, which is nice actually, but it's hard to want to invest in the way you look and feel good and this and that when everything is just like so gross, and not to mention like it takes a lot of time. Everything is a hassle. So anyways, that's why we're moving, and I'm hoping that being in a room that's air conditioned. Air conditioning is also white noise, but it's much less noisy than a fan. And also, I'm hoping that it'll keep, you know, I mean it does. The air conditioned rooms, when you have a room with air conditioning, it keeps the animals out. It keeps mosquitoes out. You know, also you have a sealed room because there's motivation to have a sealed room when there's AC, you know, from the people that we live with. So it keeps things out, and I can actually like leave my stuff outside and expect it to dry. And you know, well, it's humid with AC too, but it's just different. It's not as much as when you're completely exposed to the elements. Yeah. But where we're moving to, it's basically, you guys won't even know what I'm talking about anyways, but it's basically like halfway between here and like the next, and like Denpasar, which is like another major city. It's just kind of out there. But everybody, Indonesians are very nice, and people, like, we just trust that whoever's going to be our hosts are going to take really good care of us, and we're really excited to meet them as well. So yeah, I'm Richie, so I'm gonna go today. I have a workout, and that's why I've got my workout shoes here. So I have a workout at 10:15, which is in like an hour and a half. About it's a core abs workout, and I'm like kind of sick, but I want to do it anyway because I've been waiting for it. And then I have voice lessons at 12:30, which is like, I love my voice lessons so much. I love my voice teacher. It's one of my favorite things. And then since I'm wearing a bathing suit, I'm gonna go swimming. And yeah, maybe I'll edit this video after. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well, wherever you are. That's so funny. Just from those few minutes of sitting there, I got bitten so much all over my legs. Like, I mean, yeah. I just am not having, and then the kitchen just being so gross, like, and like tons of bugs. I am ready for some indoor time.